I think the journey to Hajj begins with a resolve, an intention, an aspiration. And, well, it is said, and I believe it very fervently, that sometimes it's not even voluntary. It's given to whoever Allah blesses. Allah gives the grace to have such resolve and intention. You know, so if one has the intention, it's a grace from Almighty Allah, the aspiration, oh, I want to go for Hajj, I would like to undertake that pilgrimage. But it's not also automatic. You know, if you have that intention or aspiration, Allah gives condition. You are only going to be able to do it if you have the means, you have the health, and the way is clear. The pathway to the journey is clear. So it's only if those conditions are met that you now can undertake the intention. Progressively, we're seeing that Hajj has become, on yearly basis, getting more and more expensive. More and more expensive. It's not only in Nigeria, it's everywhere in the world. You know, everywhere in the world we see people talking about economic challenges, inflation is pressing. You know, no price remains the same between the previous year and the current year. But in spite of that, if you go to Saudi Arabia, you go to Mecca, and Medina, you go to Haram, still a challenge to contain the crowd. Okay, well, yeah, we see that very evidently when we are in Hajj by the conduct of the pilgrims. That's why, for us, we try to normalize it before you embark on the Hajj. You know, to counsel the people, if your intention is anything other than to go and seek the pleasure of Almighty Allah, to go and submit to the worship of Almighty Allah, then it's better to look for somewhere else. So you can go to a holiday. Go to Europe, go to America, go to America, spend the money, go and enjoy yourself. If it is shopping you want to do, if it is gold you want to buy, if it is jewelry or whatever, there are equally good places. Go and do it somewhere else. But here is to go and be totally submissive to the worship of Almighty Allah and seek His good face. You know, so that is very widespread. In spite of the preaching, of course, you still see people that still, you know, go with the intention of seeking other things outside the worship. What, again, is also prevalent is people allow their prayer aspirations to override the worship aspiration in Hajj, which is also very, very wrong. Everybody believes, look, I've had this problem for years. I've been looking for this thing for years. I've been praying for this thing for years. Okay, if it hasn't come to pass, then it has to happen when I go to Kaaba. It's not automatic, definitely. And if that becomes the overriding motivation, the chances are also much slimmer. But if your aspiration is to go, oh, Allah commands that I come and worship Him in this particular place, so I'm obeying that injunction, I'm obeying that instruction. Okay, after obey, then you can ask. And then you stand a very good chance of getting what you ask for.